Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Anchor Snake here. Hope y'all are doing good. Today is a follow-up video for the one that I did a couple days ago, where I was showing off the Asgard and how to load it up with cargo to get to 256 SCU. Well, what I found after actually getting out there and running some cargo, hauling some cargo around, the square, those boxes that have the rails down the side can be very problematic. Due to the simple fact that they're a little bit bigger and they have little protrusions all over them that just causes them to act differently when you try to load them. Another thing is, if you look over to the right at the freight elevator, the Asgard puts you in a medium hangar when you go to these space stations and stuff. Well, as of right now, there is a bug with these cargo elevators. They will not bring up a 32 SCU container. On the medium cargo grid, it will fit, long ways, but right now they will not load them up. So that is the reason why I'm running 24s. Hopefully here in the future they will get that fixed, and we can go back to putting 32s on these 224 freight elevators, and that'll knock off at least 2 items off the list. So currently with the round containers like I'm about to load up, you can do, is 6 24s and then 7 16s, and that gets you to 256 pretty quickly. Now the square ones, after fiddling with it for a while, I've come up with a different load pattern. It's same amount, it's just a little bit different, and there's a different way you have to load it, and I'm going to show you in this video. So the first part of this video, we're going to load up the round ones, and then when we get to our next location, I'll get some of the square ones and I'll show you the difference. So let's get to it. Thanks for watching. All right, so the very first thing is that our cargo lift elevator our freight elevator can only hold 224, and we've got 256, so we got to split these up. So the first thing you're going to do is put all your 24s on there and put 2 16s on there, and you'll be right as rain. So get those loaded up and get them sent up to the top, and we'll get them unloaded, and we'll start putting those on the ship. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the two 16s, and we're going to bring the 16s in, and we're going to put those, we're going to tuck these over in the sides and on the left side, and we'll be putting one on the right side in just a second. So there's our 2 16s out of the way. And like I said, we're going to put this little rascal over here over to the right. And this is going to give us a path to get to the cockpit. And then we're going to bring in, the next thing we're going to bring in is a 24. And this can be kind of fiddly. It can be kind of a pain. If it starts giving you trouble, set it down on the deck and let it right itself. But it's a lot easier if you get close. If you get up close, and as you can see, it'll fit under there, and there you go. It's not too awfully bad. Now the square boxes is horrible, and that's why we're switching over. We'll be switching over that particular one to a 16 to make it a whole lot easier. So this is one of the things that I want you to pay attention to this. You're going to put this one right here. You're going to tuck it in. You see how that highlight goes away, and you can just set it down. The square ones won't do that because they're bigger. They actually get out into this little area just enough to, well, there's the protrusions on it keep it from getting so tight up against this wall, because this wall has these ribs and stuff on it. So you can't do this with the square ones. Yeah, these type of containers are like methane. What else? It's methane, nitrogen, medical supplies. I have found that the methane and the nitrogen and the medical supplies are you can make a profit with type cargo. And that's why I like to run them. But these are easy to load, man. They're just I wish all the cargo. I wish they were all like this. If they were one of these, if they were all the same, that would be awesome. Just, there we go. There we go. The ribs of the ship kind of catch it a little bit, you know. You need what you want to do the one on the left first before you try to do the one on the right. Instead of fighting with it, I just come over here and grab it. There we go. Easy business. And then we need to run down here and reload the cargo deck. This would be a situation where having a buddy would be really great while you're loading it. They could be unloading, you know, getting your cargo pulled up. Definitely speed up the process, but these go pretty fast. This one's going to get tucked up against the wall like the other one. So we're going to put this one right up here against the wall. It's not going to lock in. It's just going to sit right there. That's perfectly fine. These are going to get locked in and tucked up against the 24s. Now you could put more cargo on here if you wanted to. Absolutely. And if we could run 32s, we could get rid of 2 of these 16s. We would take this load from 13 down to 11. But if you wanted to stuff 2s everywhere, you're certainly welcome to do it, or even 4s. It's just not worth my time. You can definitely make more per run if you do that, but you just it makes your time on at each location longer. For whatever reason, these can be. There we go. All right, let's go. Definitely, I seen a short the other day where I heard about people who are getting killed by that door, that little deal, and he said you need to press that button and open that door before you go up that ladder. People were getting insta-killed by that door, and it didn't happen to me, but I'm gonna take his advice. So from here on out, I just recommend just pressing that button and funny how my weapons are fully powered, but my guns aren't showing fully powered. That's weird, man. That's very strange.
Takeoff complete.
Let's back up.
Landing gear raised.
There it is.
Motor drive is now on.
Did you get the email about the Drake talking about how they weren't invited to the Invictus, and it was kind of odd. Another thing that was odd, did you see any Crusader ships at Invictus?
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
So there was no Drake ships and no Crusader ships at Invictus on the showroom floor. I found that to be odd. That your biggest movers weren't invited. No. But yet, right out front when you walked up to Invictus, there was a in that little tube, there was a reclaimer. No, there was a the Retaliator, and there was a Cutlass Black, and I can't think of the other ship that was in that little tube. But yet, Drake wasn't there, and of course, Crusader wasn't there. It's very strange to me. I don't know, some storyline stuff that they got going on, they're planning, working on, or I don't know. It would just been really cool if we could fly the Crusader stuff and the Drake stuff, but there were no ships on the showroom floor, and there was plenty of open space for them. The Asgard was there twice. You would think you would have had the C2 sitting there hauling all the tanks and stuff. I get why they were pushing this ship, because it's a great ship, Either way, just thought that was odd, but this thing will get away from you if you ain't careful. It's like you're in a fighter. Alrighty. And what I found on these medium hangers, just stack these things up this way. It just makes it a whole lot easier. Okay, I'm gonna send that one down. Just exit out of that and go back into it. It'll sit there and spin forever. There we go. And see, those are 32s. Move to warehouse. So you can buy them. But watch this. It won't let you bring them up. So that's the reason why. There we go. And that's the reason why I'm not using at these medium hangers. There is a closed issue council report right now. If you go look it up, and they were saying it's not a bug, but it is a bug, because there it is. But it didn't present until I think it's this current update. That's when people started seeing it, and one guy reported that if you jump servers, you can make it go away. I ain't got time to server hop for this. I don't want to go hop to Europe for this. This shouldn't be a thing, but it is. Here it is. It is a thing. Although the fact I can fall off the platform and not get hurt, that's so awesome. You do that on C2, you take damage. What we're going to do is we're going to stow this, press this button like 15 times to see if it goes away. Ah, that one time it works. All right. Cool.
Welcome to the EXOC Vehicle Retrieval Building.
We're going to get, for the Xi pin, we're going to get 5 of those. Okay. And then we're going to get the 16s, we're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to get 8 of those. This is where it's a little bit different. And then we're going to get 1 8. Okay. It's 256. It's the same load. It's the same load amount, just done a little different. And I'm going to show you why. So, let's go. So my whole philosophy on this loading, this cargo bit here, because what you want to do is you want to get in as quickly as possible and get going as quickly as possible, and make the most credits that you can during that period of time. If you want to load a bunch of 2s, you're more than welcome to it. I don't want to fool with them. That's time. That's a whole lot of extra time, and it stacks up. If they could fix this refuel bit.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval.
Well, I don't have to do that. Or I could just go in and sell. Well, you're going to retrieve. Sounds like my ship exploded. I'm going to I'm going to bring up one of those medical supplies with this load so you can see the difference. I'm going to split that by 1. Alright. So I'm going to load up one of those. I'm going to split this one by 1. And we'll put those over here. And we'll split these by 2. I'm going to put these over here. Alright. I might as well throw the 8 over here while we're at it. So with the Zypin, with these square containers with these rails on them, they're different. And they act different. You see how these are open? And then he's got these rails and stuff on them, but there's more to it than that. And you see how it sticks up a little bit right there? It's bigger. It's bigger than these. They don't have. I have a whole video talking about this, but anyway, they're different, and I'm going to show you how they're different. They act differently. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the same thing. We're going to put 2 16s. When you get to these, whether you're doing construction materials or whatever you're running, don't matter. This is going to be your loadout. But I wanted to show you the difference between this 24. How you handle the 24. It's kind of tricky. But instead of trying to put a 24 in here, it's very hard to do. We're gonna use a 16 in this 8. So instead of putting a 24 up here in this, we're gonna use a 16. It just fits a whole lot easier. You can get the 24 in here, but it's gonna fight you. And again, it's just not worth our time. So we're gonna put the 8 in here with it, and that's gonna be essentially our 24. And it's easier. Oh, let me move this back out of the way. And there you go. You want to slide it that way, whatever you want to do, it don't matter, but that's done. Okay, just so you can see the difference here one more time. If you bring in this container, you can set it up against that wall and tuck it in, and that thing goes away, right? Well, the astatine don't play that way, or these square containers don't play that way. They don't do that. They're bigger, and I'm gonna prove it to you. And so, if you bring it all the way up here, and you set it in there, and you see what I mean? It's always going to snap to grid. It doesn't go away. It keeps snapping to grid. Okay, so here's the workaround. Here's how you get around that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab a 16. We're going to put it right here. Okay. I think that's the one. It's not that one. It's this one. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this 16, this 24 up here. And we're going to put it right there. Ain't that something? Huh. See how easy that was? You know what we'll do is we'll take this 16. If I can unlock it from the deck. And we're gonna put it against the wall. Right there. Like that. That's it, man. That's how you fix that. That's how you get around that problem of it not snapping to grid. You just use the 16, and then when you're done with it, put it where it needs to go. Otherwise, there is another way to do it, but it is very fiddly, and you just, yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, and then we're gonna continue on with our loading. These are tough though. I'm not gonna lie to you. You want to kind of go and start in the center. And then just, you want to get this one to that one first. You want to do that one first, because it's very difficult to do once you get the center one loaded. Go. I'm gonna load this one. Just like before. After that, man, it's all downhill from here. And the more you do this, the better at it you'll get. You'll start to learn all the weird intricacies of these boxes. They're just goofy, but either way, we'll put that last one there. It's not going to lock the grid just like the other ones, and this is going to be our last container. And really the only difference between these and the other loadout is we swapped a 16 for a 24 and added an 8. It still works out to 256. So there you go. Yep. But we got it all loaded up, and it wasn't hard. I tell you though, if you try to fight with that 24 though, up here at the front, yeah, this one here give you the business. Where are we going?
Landing gear raised.
Let's see how my fuel's stuck. if you don't store it, you're gonna run out of gas. So it's been a thing for a while in 4.0. The freight elevators are definitely degraded in 4.0. That whole multiple deal is a disaster. As a matter of fact, it's the worst I've ever seen them. So I'm sure they'll get it fixed, but I do have to say, all in all, 4.1.1 was the best update I've seen so far as like not being a complete disaster. No, I haven't been around as long as a lot of you guys have, but I got here in like 324, maybe 324.1 time frame, somewhere in there. So it was 324, but I got to experience those updates, and it was just like, oh my goodness, what a mess. Stuck in the bed. If you managed to get in, you were stuck in your bed, then you'd have to log. It was just a mess, but they eventually worked through all of it. And, 4.0 was a disaster as well.
Water fuel is at 75%.
They released it over the holidays, and it was just a mess, but they did hot fixes and stuff like that, but it eventually worked itself out. But this particular update, 4.1.1, guys, it just worked for me. I had, server crash every once in a while, but it wasn't, everything just worked. Even the elevators worked. And they still do. But now the freight elevators don't work. There's a glitch going on with that. Kind of along the lines of, I wonder if that whole 32-bit, 32 SCU is part of that problem on the medium elevators. I don't know. But it is what it is. But this Asgard, though, is really good. And I really enjoy tooling around in it. What I like about hot running cargo is it's reliable. Sometimes, I did run a couple cargo missions in it, and they all worked. I didn't have no trouble with them. I didn't have any problems with them, so that's good. That's a good thing. So technically, those can be very profitable. You could stack them up on top of them and have 200K profits per run if you're smart about it. I'm gonna bring the shields online, and we're gonna jam to up here to CRUL1. I think that's what it is. This is around Crusader. Some little guy there. I think we're going right here. It's either there or there. There we go. Where are we going, boys? Oh, it's up here. Alright, it's on the back side of this one. Gotta be careful with these stupid turrets that are everywhere. Alright, I'm gonna cut the power. I like to come in this way because it doesn't give me all the herky-jerky bouncing around stuff. There we go. Oops, I tapped it. All right. So I'm going to show you unloading these. These can be kind of fiddly too, unloading. Sometimes they'll stick to each other. And they won't want to let go. It's the 24s that are the ones that do the sticking. And that 20 now. Let's go ahead and get the 24s off of here. And we'll get these 16s out of the way, and we'll grab one or two of those 24s. Tell you what, let's put you like that. We're actually gonna grab this one here. Yep. I'm gonna grab that one first. One in the center. That one on the end is dealing with ribs. It's dealing with the ribs of the ship. Try to slide this one here. Yeah, that's it. Slide that center one out. And I think at this point we're gonna send this load down. Hopefully. Okay. Go ahead and grab this one. Get that out of the way. So far, what I've done is I've grabbed this bottom one, tried to pull it, and try to break it loose because they're kind of stuck to each other at this point. You see what I mean? So. This is just, there we go. We got it unlocked. It's just a little fiddly. These square ones, just as long as you know that, sometimes you just got to move around and try to get them from a different angle. They will unlock. They're just not as easy as the rounded ones. Now all I got left is 3 16s and 1 8, and that's why. If it had the 16 on there, man, you would be just fighting with this thing. I mean, if it had the 24 on there, you would just be fighting with it, trying to get it off of there. I want this to go as quickly as possible. It's caught on that little angle bit. So thank you, CIG. Y'all have made a really cool ship. You were definitely thinking about the cargo guys when you built it. It's great. But all is well. That is it, folks. We're still going to I'm going to keep hitting F. Close that. I'm gonna hit F again. And I'm gonna push the down button. There they all are. We could go ahead and stow the ship.
To the ASOP, your
Well, guys, I hope this made this clear as mud for you, and I hope this helps you out with your cargo hauling into Asgard, and how you can solve these little problems. And it's like, I didn't even know those problems even exist until I actually got out here and started running some cargo. And but that's how you load those square containers, those dark color containers, which is like construction materials, astatine, Zypin. I'm sure there's more of them out there, but which is half of the stuff you haul is in those square containers. So hopefully that'll help you out and make it less painful out there in the verse. So if you have anything, a question, a comment, something that you saw that I did wrong or could do better, man, let me know about it. Light me up. I ain't perfect, and I don't claim to be. I just want to have some fun, share what I learned along the way, make some friends. So until next time, guys, y'all take care, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Was that any good? No? I mean, was it complete garbage? Yeah. So I don't deserve you don't think I deserve a like or a subscription for that? No? I gotta get better. All right, guys, I'm out. Bye. Oh my God, this game.
Hi, what can I get you today? What would you like?
Although Invictus is a celebration of the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training, Launch Week not only
Here's your
provides
order.
an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active service members much needed recreation and relief. Be sure to thank Starman today.
Now this is cool.
Yeah, I see you. Hi, what can I get you today?
I ordered. I want my
What can I
coffee.
get you?
Where's my coffee at?
Seems like you've got more than enough already. Sorry, I'll be with you momentarily.
Where's my coffee?
Hi, thanks for coming in.
It's no wonder the Navy expanded their
What would you like?
roster of ships in their fleet.
How about we wait until you're done with what you have? Let me just wrap this up and I'll be right with you. Hi, thanks for coming in. What can I get you?
Where's my coffee at?
Seems like you got more than enough already.
You, bitch, I don't have
Just wrap this
nothing.
up And I'll be right with you.
You didn't give me my coffee.
Hi, what can I get you today?
Where's my coffee?
What would you like?
I don't know. Where's my coffee?
For their combat search and rescue training, they are some of the few
All right.
Marine military personnel who are invited to train
Here's your order.
Marines
Where is it?
environments of Colony.
I don't see it. Are you charging me? Hey, where's my coffee at? Is that what this is? Is that coffee? Hey, what? That ain't no coffee.
Is committed to improving the
Yeah, I see you.
You shut up.
more so than any other manufacturer.
Hi, what can I get you today?
And engineers are a common
What can I
fixture
get you?
at
Dude, you ain't got no clothes on, man.
Seems like you got more than enough already.
flags. What doesn't?
My man's walking around, ain't got no clothes on. Oh man, this stupid game. That lady done took $10 from me.